The end of the journey. What is there at the end of the journey? Is there an end of the journey? And what is it like? We go into it today. This is a fun topic. I want to talk about it a little bit in this video, and let's get into it right now. So, is there an end of the journey? What journey are we talking about? And is there an end to it? In the world, you could say there's no end to the journey, right? There's endless amount of things you can gain, things you can achieve, things you can become. There's endless potential within the world. I saw someone climb a big building this week that has never been climbed. It's not really smart to do, but some people like to risk their life for other people's entertainment. It's fine. But that's something that has not been done yet before, right? So there's endless things we humans can do. But that's all on the worldly level. That's all based on what can I achieve in the world. When we talk about the end of the journey, I'm talking about the end of your own inner growth, the end of your own inner letting go. If you really get to the end of letting go, you really get to the end of letting go, what you will realize is that you need to let go of letting go. You need to let go of working on yourself. You need to let go of focusing on inner work so much. This is truly the end of inner work. Because at some point, you just have arrived. And you just got to accept that you have arrived. And there are many people that actually have arrived more than they think. And they think they need to keep on working on themselves and keep on healing and keep on letting go, and then they do 10 letting go meditations a day, and meditate for 10 hours a day like I did. And at some point you just have to accept that you have gone to the very, very end of work. Doesn't mean your work is done, because there's always gradual work that happens throughout life, naturally so. But it means to stop putting the gas on inner work. Stop trying so hard to work on yourself. Let natural things happen of inner growth. Sometimes you might feel you need to heal something, or you need to let go of something. That will pop up here and there. But the overall ambition to work on yourself and to meditate all the time and always do inner work and always try to focus on doing inner work. Oh, it's so difficult, so hard, I need to do it. What if you come from a different place where you say, I have arrived. I've done the inner work that I needed to do. I've done enough meditation. I've done enough letting go work. And if you're at day one of doing letting go work or meditation, don't take this advice. But if you have been doing letting go work and inner work for years, okay? For years, 6 years, 7 years, you have been focusing on this. I think it's time to arrive. To truly get to the end of the journey and realize that right now there's not much to do, and that's kind of an emptiness, because you're like, shouldn't I work on myself? And it's like, no, you don't have to work on yourself. You don't have to improve yourself. You don't have to let go more. You just have to accept right now that you have arrived, and that there's no more work that needs to be done. That the only work that needs to be done is to let go of the inner work. And to realize, I have arrived. I'm here. There's no work to be done. Because in a way, your inner journey never stops, but in another way, it does stop. There's some turning point where you have done so much work on yourself, on your inner work, that you would have to accept the truth that there's no more work to be done. And that the only work that is to be done is to let go of the work, to let go of the inner work. And arrive. Because we're doing all of this work so that we can finally arrive. We can say we have done it. We have healed. We have healed this trauma. We have healed this pain. We have healed this thing. We cannot do that from a place where we're still trying to heal all the time. This is basically what therapists do. They give endless healing. You need to heal this, or you need to heal this relationship with this person. And they keep on focusing on inner work. When at some point, all you have to do is say, it's done, it's over, I have done it, I've arrived. And the most funny part about this is that when you truly have arrived, when you truly accept that you have arrived, if you now do meditation, you're arriving even more. And it becomes about arriving more instead of needing to heal more. You have healed. You're healed. It's over. It's done. You're healed. It's done. It's over. Now focus on arriving. Focus on, I've arrived. I'm here. I've arrived. I was broken, or I was traumatized, or I was in need of healing, and now I've healed and I've arrived, and now I can relax. You see, how can you relax when you have to constantly think, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal? You're not, because what you're saying is something is wrong with it, something is wrong with it, it needs to heal right now. But if you just say, this is healed, I have arrived, you're relaxed, you chill out, and you truly have grown. You cannot say someone has grown because they have focused so much on healing. Someone has grown when they truly have stated to themselves that they have arrived. And you see this even with people that have addictions, that they cannot land that they have arrived. Even though they have stopped maybe for years, somewhere they still believe that they are this personality that was addicted. That they still are that old personality that was addicted. And even though they have healed, they have not truly healed in the end sense, because they have not truly arrived. They have not truly said, I have arrived. I no longer am this addicted person. Because a lot of people that are addicted, they never truly stop being addicted. The only thing that stops is just restricting themselves from indulging in their addictions. And as the Buddha says, restriction gets you off your center as much as indulgence. And he has experienced it himself because he was fasting. I've done fast myself, restricting myself from eating. And it's pain, it's torture. Therefore, restriction is not the answer. Indulgence, of course, is also not the answer, right? It's staying in the middle, in the center. That's what the Buddha talks about. And that's what this is. With these people that are addicted, they're focused on indulgence first, and then they go to the other extreme of restriction. And therefore they don't truly feel they have arrived, because they have not gone to the center. And at the center you feel you have arrived, you have truly healed. You're no longer that person that was addicted. That's what healing is. Healing is not whether you indulge or not, whether you're addicted or not. Healing is at the place where you sit down and you can say, I'm no longer this addicted person anymore. I no longer have to suppress myself, restrict myself from indulging with these things. Because I know I have arrived. And now you can see why the real inner work is not the healing itself. Although that's a part of it, the real inner work is the end of the journey, is once you state that you have arrived. Because then, from even a manifestation place, you manifest that you have arrived. You manifest that it's done, that it's over, that there's no work to be done. You manifest your healing by saying, this is the end of the journey, I have arrived, I'm no longer this person. I'm no longer this broken person, I'm no longer this traumatized person, I'm no longer this unhealed person, I have arrived. Who? And it gets rid of all those restrictions and all those indulgences as well. Because the reason you were indulging is because you identified as traumatized, because you identified as addicted, because you identified as someone that has toxic patterns. But once you start to no longer identify yourself as someone toxic or someone that's in a healing journey, I'm still healing. But if you identify yourself as I'm healed, I have arrived, this person that is addicted or traumatized, I don't even know it anymore. That's not me. It's like someone is talking about another person. Then you truly know you have arrived. That's the end of the journey. And that's what I wanted to talk about today and share with you, so that you can say to yourself, I have arrived. Hope this makes sense. It does to me. Hope it makes sense to you too. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in the next video.